Alright, I'm going to be talking about Kunimitsu today, a little overview on the character, let everybody know how she works, the cool things that she has, and all the other stuff that I think people should know when they're trying to pick up the new character. I did a little bit of testing, and yeah. First off, we'll talk about her strengths and weaknesses. First off, on her weaknesses, her biggest one is the fact that she doesn't have a single safe low. All of her lows on block are going to be super punishable. Down 4, punishable. Down back 4, punished. The closest one that you'll get to being unpunishable is down back 3, 3, 4. This is going to be her only unpunishable low, I guess you can say, since it ends in the be able to do the kick at 4 and it's uninterruptible. Up forward 2, you also have your back turn options, which are all punishable. Just generally speaking, keep in mind that none of her lows are going to be safe. Alright, moving on. Let's see what else. Her strengths, she's going to have some pretty decent range. She has a lot of good moves to get in and out. She has some teleports and shit that a lot of characters wish they had. Basically, you get a lot of Master Raven vibes and Noctis vibes and Yoshimitsu vibes when playing her. But she has a lot of fun. Let's see, what else is super important about her? Oh, her stances are all really good. They all have defined purposes that you'll find. However, some of them will only have one really good option, while the rest are kind of like Katon. And we'll go over some of them later. But yeah, just keep in mind that she's all about her stance. She also has decent damage, as well as really, really good wall carry. Let me try to show that off here, effectively at least. Jeez. So I reset the thing. She has some decent wall carry here. You can see that was a big, super across the stage wall carry. Oh my god, my dash input does not want to come out. Oh, okay. One more try. Sorry. Close enough. That is guaranteed though. If you have better execution than I, it's not that hard of a combo. I just was being fat fingers. But yeah. Yeah. Super good wall carry. That's across the stage, and Kunimitsu stage is quite wide. At least on the first floor it is. So yeah, keep that in mind. What else? Yeah, pretty much that's it. She also, like I said, has what do you call it? Pretty decent damage for the complexity of her combos, which I'm gonna be honest are not super complex. I'm just bad tonight, and that's just generally how it goes with my execution. I'm good one day, bad others. But yeah. Okay, let's start going into her top 15 moves, and generally speaking, just moves that you'll want to be using on her in general. We're going to start with her jabs. 1-1. You're going to be using this string quite a bit. This string is probably your go-to mix-up tool when you're getting in there. Let's go ahead and turn this back on. On hit, +6. And also, if you want to go ahead and do a full string, you have a lot of mix-up opportunity in it. You have 1-1-1. You have 1-1-2. No. 1-1-2. No. You also have 1-1-4. You have 1-1 Katon. So you're gonna have some good options from there. You have plenty of those. So you'll figure that out. And how to utilize them. The main thing to note of with these options is that you have to be careful with some of these choices. 1-1-2 is the safest option. 1-1-2. Safe as option. It is going to be -9. Uninterruptible, cannot be sidestepped. You also have 1-1-1, as I said. But this one is sidesteppable to, I believe, the left, and can be interrupted by jabs. 1-1-4 can also be interrupted by jabs, but basically can also be interrupted by anything that is 15 frames or slower or faster, and can be sidestepped in any direction. So just be careful when using that. However, 1-1-4 does build some good frame advantage. So if you have a opponent who is playing super defensively, feel free to throw this out. Anyone, if they're not pressing buttons all the time, then you should be fine. If they are pressing buttons a lot, 1-1-2. 1-1-2 their ass. And 1+2 into 1+2 is into Katon. And this actually gives you the opportunity to use Katon 1, which is the best option out of Katon most of the time. So yeah, some good options there. You also have your generic jab string at 1-2-2. The typical 3-hit, 10-frame punish. Super good. Pretty decent damage at 26. Would have liked it to be 29, but you take what you can get. However, she also does have another string, 1-2-4. You see it's -14 on block. However, on counter hit is a confirmable hit there. Natural counter hit combo, as you can see. 1-2-4, which is super nice. This also leads into a guaranteed forward 2. As you can see here, for 55 damage. Super nice. Super nice. Next, your go-to whiff punisher for 15 frames is going to be up forward 3+4. Something to note is that she also has a down forward 2, which launches people who stand. It will not launch crouching. It will not launch. There you go. However, it will launch people who stand. Something to note is that they almost have identical range. The only difference that I found is that her up forward 3+4, or up forward 3-4, has 0.2 more range. This will not. This will not hit. Let's see, sorry. I have to just optimize the range. Basically, this has slightly more range than down forward 2. It'll be your go-to if you want to whiff punish. Down forward 2 is more optimal if you feel like you're a bit sluggish on reaction, because down forward 2 is less punishable on block at -12, while up forward 3-4 is -13. And also they have a lot more time to react to punish because of the 2 hits. Or you can just do up forward 3 as well. Something interesting about up forward 3-4 is that if you do up forward 3 or up forward 3-4, they have different combo routes. And if you want to try and mix it up, and maybe just throw out the other knee, just like the first knee, then you can do that to try and mix up someone. Instead of doing both knees on block, you could confuse somebody, which is another fun way to mix up someone. Although just be careful because it is very risky. Yeah. Combo you would do from just up forward 3, maybe something like this. So yeah. You also have forward 3+4. This is your go-to homing move. Low crushes, as you can see, it gives a knockdown on hit. Gives a guaranteed forward 2 as well. On block, it is safe at -2. -2. That is super good. You can sidestep after this pretty easily. You could try to backdash to try and catch a whiff to jab. So yeah, cool stuff there. Another good tool, down forward 3+4. This move is super cool. It can let you end in back turn if you hold back, which is nice. So yeah, something to see here. You also have down 1. This one's a really nice string on counter hit. There's knockdown, guaranteed forward, forward 2. That's a lot of things that you're going to be doing. Knockdown to guaranteed forward, forward 2, or quarter circle forward 2, depending on what is easier for you to do. I prefer to do forward, forward 2, because it usually nets more damage. Anyway, moving on. We also have up forward 4. This one's a nice move. It's a very slow kick, hop kick. As you can see, it hits downward, so it does not lead into a combo, but it does lead into a guaranteed forward, forward 2, as Kunimitsu does. We also have while standing, we have 1-1. This is your 13 frame punish from crouch. Gives +3. If you want frame advantage, you can also just do the first hit for +4. If you want to just go for damage and still get some pretty good frames, you can do both hits for 26 and get +3, which is nice. This also forces crouch second hit, so keep that in mind. You also have your best slow, in my opinion. Her best slow, in my opinion, is full crouch down forward 3. This little sweep here leaves them with their head facing you. Leaves you for good Oki, pretty much. If you think they're going to get up, you can hit them with down forward 2. But what is more guaranteed is just a forward, forward 2, as usual. Forward, forward 2 will be guaranteed there. However, if you want to play for Oki because their head is facing you, you could go for and launch. Some cool stuff there. You also have down forward, full crouch down forward 2. This is also a really good low. As you can see here, it is a super long, high crushing low. Gives you +2. Do some crazy stuff there. Next we have a good approach tool. One of my main ways to get in with her. Very similar to Yoshi. She has, well, it reminds me of Yoshi's 3-4, which is his like little kick that can lead into helicopter. It's this move. Quarter circle forward, 1+2. This move is pretty cool. At first when I saw this, I thought on counter hit it would be a screw launcher, but it isn't. This move is safe at -9, however. -9, so you lose all your pressure when going in. Keep that in mind, just don't press anything and you'll be fine. So yeah, really good tool to get in. So yeah. You also have, from standing, you also have quarter circle forward 1, which is her kunai. This kunai is probably my favorite projectile in Tekken 7 right now. Generally, projectiles don't have a place in Tekken, and you know, just generally it feels like you shouldn't have a projectile. But if you're gonna have one, you might as well have something like Kuni's, who is super interesting. It is super linear. One sidestep, you'll miss your kunai. And as you can see here, it is punishable on block by at -11, as it should be because of the teleport. And you are forced to teleport if it connects against them. However, something that's super cool is that if it hits full screen or a far distance, like maybe here, if it hits them, Kuni teleports a safe distance away, so that she is not punishable. -11, but she is too far away to properly punish her. There you go. That's really cool. Yeah, that's some cool stuff. In terms of what she has for poking, you have your jab strings and your go to low, down back 4. This is going to be your main low from standing without stance, down back 4. It's only 0. It's 0 on hit, which kind of sucks. Honestly, I wish it was +1 at the very least, but it's not, which sucks because it is 17 frames, so you don't get much reward for it. But this will be your go-to low, outside of down 4 and down back 3. And of course your down forward 1. I'll also talk a little bit about her down forward 1 as one of the really strong down forward 1s in the game. Probably one of my favorites. It's -2 on block, which is actually really nice because it has extensions and usually down forward ones that have extensions are -3. So hers is just automatically better than some. There are a bit of a ranging issue, as you'll come to see. There's a bit of a small ranging issue, but you don't have to worry about that for the most part. It does have pretty good range, as you can see. And you have 2 extensions from this. You have down forward 1-3. Super nice kick that does not gel. The string does not gel. They can duck the second hit. However, if they duck the second hit, they'll get punished with down forward 2-2, and that's the mix-up. If you think they're going to crouch it, go for down forward 2-2. Keep in mind, down forward 2-2 is punishable on block. -14. You can do down forward 1-2, it's -10 instead, but keep that in mind. If the first hit was a counter hit, the first hit is a counter hit, the whole thing is guaranteed. So, you have a bunch of tools to play around there. Something really cool is that the kick from down forward 1-3 is a counter hit launcher. So you can get something nice. There's a damage off of this. Let's try that again. Ooh. Maybe I should just do 1-2 instead. I probably should have tested this out before. No, I have to do the second. I have to do the... or push him back a little bit. Something like that. I just tried something else. So yeah, keep that in mind. Cool, super useful. Another great mix-up tool. Alright, now that we have all of that stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about some of her more useful moves and things that you'll be using in neutral quite a bit, as well as her punishers. Actually, we'll just specifically talk about her punishers. We're going to go with her 10th frame punisher. You have 1-2-2. This is her 10 frame punisher. Classic jab string, works really nice. Yeah. If you have good execution, however, you can use forward 4-2, which is a 9 frame move. You can see here, 9 frames. But because of the forward input, it is going to be considerably lengthened. If you have extremely good execution, go for forward 4-2. Keep in mind, I don't suggest using this all the time if you don't think if your execution is not that great, because this is -17 on block, which makes it launch punishable. So keep that in mind. It is a super dangerous move to throw out, which has medium reward for high risk if you don't have the execution to back up the 10 frame thing as a punisher. Your 11 frame punisher is going to be your 10 frame punisher, so keep that in mind. Your 12 frame punisher is going to be 4-2. This move is amazing. I love this move. I absolutely adore this move. Leaving you in back turn at +6 leads to so many options, which is really nice. Her back turn stance is amazing. We'll go over that, but you're going to want to use this every time for 12 frame. Your 13 frame punisher is going to be 4-2-3. While standing, your 13 frame from crouching, your 13 frame punisher is going to be 1-1, as we saw earlier. Your 14 frame punisher is going to be crouch dash 2. Basically a Shoryuken. Nice shit if you have good execution, that is. Because it is a CD input, it'll be forward, down, down, forward. So if you don't feel like your execution is good enough to do that, to buffer it, just go for 4-2-3, and it's almost as good. 4-2-3 does lead into guaranteed forward 4-2, so keep that in mind. Alright. Our 15 frame punisher. It's going to you're mainly going to want to do up 4-3-4 because it has the more damaging combo route than down forward 2 for 15 frames. But it is more punishable, so if you're a bit lacking in your what do you call it? If you feel that your reactions aren't strong enough, just go for a down forward 2. It's the safer option. For crouching, you're going to also still do, for 15 frame for crouching, you're still also going to be doing while standing, what do you call it? While standing, or no, not while standing. You're going to be doing up forward 3 4. You could also do up while standing 3 is what I meant to say, but I usually opt for the up forward 3 4, just generally because it has better combo damage overall. So yeah, what else? Blah blah blah. Oh, I forgot to mention the while standing punishment for 14 frame, which is going to be while standing 2 4. Something cool about this move is that at wall, you can see that a wall splat because of the tail spin here, or the ballerina spin. However, if you hold forward, you also go into set, which is another stance we talked about. That's pretty cool. Okay. That's pretty much it. Oh, very situational, but if somebody does a move that is minus 19 or more, you can do up back 3 plus 4 for a really big high damage launch. 25 damage launch, that's insane. And you can also do this one from while crouching too, if somebody hits you with like a sweep, and you get a meaty block and you just want to get that big damage, because damn, this will lead into high damage without a doubt. So keep that in mind. Good punishment for like a snake edge, or a hell sweep. So yeah, good shit. Let's see. Yeah, that's your punishment. Practice that, you'll get it down. Let's talk about her stances. It has 4 stances. It has Muse. We'll go over the simple ones first. Muse, you have 2 options out of this. You have 2, low hitting move. This is very similar to Eddie. Low hitting move, and on hit, this leads to a guaranteed forward 4-2, as I've said plenty of times. You also have a 4 option to catch someone trying to block the mid option, and you can also just empty jump it. If you feel like your opponent is just going to stand there, then you could try and go for a wall standing mix up. Keep in mind you recover and crouch. Now, well, that's just in general what every jump in does. Every time you land from a jump, you recover and crouch. So yeah, that's the simplest one. Next, we're gonna go with Katon. Actually, Katon's not is more complicated than forward set. So we have set here. This is implemented by doing forward 3, as well as holding forward after certain strings. Let's see here, as well as. Yeah, pretty much just after certain buttons, if you hold forward or if you press forward 3, you'll go into this dash. It covers quite a bit of distance, not gonna lie, pretty fucking far, which is nice. So that's also really good. From set, you have a low option in set 3. You also have set 4 for this nice back turn kick if you want to go into back turn. This is also your main tool for combo filler. You're going to be in set for most of the combos, so just get used to the moves in here. You have a few moves from 1 after set, so you have this elbow from set 1. You also have set 1 2 2. You have set 1 2 4, and you have set 1 1. Oh, sorry, set 1 2 1. No. You'll notice that these all come from the option. These are the 1-1 options. They are all the 1-1 options. See? The exact same frames and everything. So just keep that in mind. You also have set into Muse by pressing 3 plus 4 out of it. You can also cancel set by holding back. She'll like stop. There's a really satisfying sound as like her heels dig into like the gravel or whatever, the stone, and also you can go into crouch by holding down. So that's pretty cool. A lot of flexibility with this move. Next, we're going to talk about her back turn stance. From back turn, you can get it into by pressing back 3 plus 4. This is called disengage. However, you also have a lot of good strings that leave you in back turn if you want to go into back turn. You have a lot of different options and to do that. So yeah. You'll learn them. 4-2 is the best one, you'll find. So from back turn, you have a lot of different options. You have a safe 2 hitting mid with 1+2. Gives +7 on hit. On block, it is -2. So it's super good. You also have down 4. Or well, you can input his down 4. You can also input his down back 4. I've noticed. This is a legacy move. It used to not be a natural combo on tag 2, but it's a natural combo in here, as you can see. Super nice. Does 20 damage, gives you +1, which is nice. A low that you'll probably be using a bit more though is going to be down 2. On counter hit, this is a big launcher. This is a super big launcher. Let me demonstrate this in the opposite side again. Oop, I messed that up. Oh my god. Buttons cooperate with me. Actually, let's get closer. Big damage. I'm pretty sure you can actually push the 72 if you use... Oh, maybe not. 69. I was going to say if you use quarter circle forward 1 as the combo in. But yeah, as you can see, super high damaging, low counter hit launcher. Super good damage. So yeah. You also have, out of this, you also have 3+4. This is a parry. So yeah. This is the same thing as your back 2+4, or back 2+4 or back 1+3 parry from standing. Not a great move. It looks really cool when it hits. Keep in mind that it actually is sidesteppable. The parry is not guaranteed. They can sidestep it, and they can also jab you out of the air. They are patient. So keep that in mind. She can't do her disengage, by the way. It does take a little bit of time. It's not as good as Lay's, but you can do like a semblance of Lay's really cool back turn, back dashing if you want, but it's not that great in comparison. So there you go. That's her stances. Oh no, wait, we need to talk about Katon. Katon is the last stance. Katon is super interesting. There's a lot of things that you can do with Katon. You can transition into almost every single one of her other stances. In Katon, you press 1+2. You can also get it from pressing 1+2, or 2+2, 1+2. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to get in there. Mainly those two. You'll mainly be getting in there by pressing 1+2, however. So, just keep that in mind. From Katon, your best option, and the one that you'll mainly be using, is this 1 option here. It is -5 on block, hits mid. On counter hit, gives a guaranteed I-12 or below. So you can do something like... Oop. I'm going to try to do a fancy option here. Just enable this on counter hit. If you have really good execution, you can potentially get that, but I don't, so as you can see, I'm not going to risk it. But you can do 4-2, guaranteed. See here, for back turn, and with the +6, you can go into your cool back turn moves. Oh shit, I just forgot, I didn't talk about this move. In back turn, you have access to also back 1+2. Super big launcher here. That can lead into a lot of big damage. So yeah, I can't believe I forgot that move. But yeah, from Katon, you have this. This is your best move, generally speaking, out of it. Katon also has a few other options. You have this mid-hitting high crush move from 2. Super nice, although it doesn't have too much use, in my opinion. You also have 3-2. This will launch. This will launch without counter hit. Super nice. Super nice. You also have Katon 4-2. This does not launch. Will on counter hit knock down, however. Does not give a guaranteed forward 4-2 if I remember correctly. However. Actually, you might. I don't really use this move. Yeah, you do. You get a guaranteed one. I don't usually use that move. It's not great. It is not punishable on block, which is the nice part. At least the last hit isn't. I believe the kick here is punishable on block. And since the follow-up hits high, you can duck it and punish pretty fucking hard. Like I said, none of her lows are going to be ever safe. She always gives a pressure when it's blocked quite a bit. So yeah. You also have a few stance transitions, as I said. From Katon, if you hold forward, you'll do set. Go into set. If you do 1+2 and then hold back, you go into back turn. Something really cool about this is that she actually moves forward. Keep in mind that there's not a lot of situations where this will be useful, but keep that in mind. It's just nice that she does like a cool back turn moving forward. If you press up to teleport up and teleport down, this is a feint for these other kicks. Typically, like in Tekken 7 and just in general, feints aren't super useful in this game. And that goes the same with this move, especially because you don't recover all too fast after it. You recover pretty slowly, so it's not that useful. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's her stances. Let's talk about some combos now. Your main go-to combo will be from the up forward 3+4. It'll be, your main combo is going to be, you're mainly going to be doing, after down forward 2, you're going to do up 3+4, forward 4, hold forward, and then 1-2-1. This is going to be your main combo. Looks like this. That's going to be your main combo filler. For the post screw, depending on what you want, you'll have a few options. Your main thing that you're going to be doing after this, depending if you want damage, you're going to run up, do forward 4, hold forward. If you want to do wall carry, you do, I'll show you. If you want to do wall carry, you're going to do forward 4, hold forward into set, then 4-3. It'll look like this. That's for wall carry. If you want to do a floor break, you actually have a cool option out of this. You're going to do forward 4, up 4. So after you go press forward 4, you go into set, and then you hold up forward 4, and you get that nice little floor break combo. Does a little bit less. If you're looking for damage, and you just want the highest damage that you can do, you're going to have to side swap for this. This one's a bit more complicated. And will require you to do a quarter circle forward input, and it will look like this. Pretty good shit. So the ender for that one is forward 4, hold forward 1. As soon as the 1 hits, input quarter circle forward 1. And that's how the combo works. That one is a little bit more difficult. Those 3 are going to be your enders for basically every combo, so keep that in mind. Your choice on what you want there. So yeah, so for example, for up forward 3+4, or up forward 3 then 4, this move, your main way of doing your combo here, if you're trying to get some, your main options on this one are going to be a lot of forward 4s, to be honest. Up forward 3, 4, forward 4, forward 4, hold forward, and you're going to do set 1-2-1, so it'll look like this. You're gonna do your typical other stuff after that. Up to you. What you decide to do at the end is up to you, though. So keep in mind. Here. There you go. Test it out, try to figure out what is more comfortable for you. If you just want to learn one of these, you can do that too. Your back turn combo from counter hit down 2 is going to be, after down counter down 2, you're going to do down back 2. You get this nice little float here. Then you're going to do while standing to 4 hold forward. You're going to do, excuse me. You're going to do set 1, and then you're going to do forward 4, hold forward, 1, and then you can follow up with whatever you want there after the second forward 4. You can do something like this. If you want floor break. If you want wall carry. Let's see here. And if you want the damage, of course we need a little bit more room for that one. Good damage, as you can see there. Yeah, that's the combos. If you do a little bit more research online, you'll probably find some better ones, but these are the ones that I mainly use. Yeah. That's generally it. Do some of your own testing, and you can figure out some other stuff. Oh wait, I should also talk about her wall combo. That's another important thing. Kunimitsu's wall combo, the best one that I can find, is going to require a bit of character knowledge and just understand the differences in characters. The main one that you're going to be doing is going to be 1, down forward 1, down 2, 1, 2, 1 plus 2. That's the string there. I'll go ahead and put all these combos in the description so that you'll have some notation to look at, but generally that's how you'll be doing it. If you are looking for a easier combo that's more consistent, if you don't want to do anything hard like that, or not hard, but like if you just want to do something that you can throw out really fast, you can just do down back 2 4 2, which looks like this. Something important to note about the optimal damage combo, though, is that this will side switch with bigs and bears, so you want to be careful with that because you'll become on the other side after that. But that could leave you some decent O-key options because you ended back turn. So yeah, keep that in mind if you want some cool shit and some interesting tech to work with. So yeah, that's it. Have fun. Stick around with the good old Fox Ninja. And, yeah. Alright. See ya.